Bitcoin and the entire crypto market, XRP, XLM, HBAR included, are at a critical time point, and it's basically just bouncing between two levels. One level I like to call the trapdoor, and then on the upside, the trampoline pad. We've been just ping-ponging since August 17th, back and forth between really at 25,350 and then up to 26,000 back and forth. We did have pop-ups over here, but ever since breaking down into this lower channel, we've just been ping-ponging back and forth, and we have our critical resistance, our critical support, and really breaking above the resistance is going to be what our trampoline pad is to bounce us up on out of here and get us out of the woods. But if we break down below the support floor, it could be a trap door to send us to lower prices. But we're going to go over certain scenarios because there was times in the past where you see us break that trap door and then we rip back up, and that push down is what gives us that spring to then catapult back up like that. So we're going to cover that in this video. We're also going to cover a macro chart look at the dollar, because the dollar is doing something it doesn't do often. This is a 3-week chart, very high time frame. And at the bottom of the screen, you can see these orange circles. So I outline these circles of when the pink crossed the blue or the blue crossed the pink. And if you notice back here in August of 2014, we saw the pink come up here, cross above the blue at the middle line, and we had the dollar rip up. This is a 3-week chart. It's a very high time frame. And this was a major move here for the dollar. And then when we had the pink cross down below the blue, that was March of 2016, we saw some relief in the dollar. But then we saw the pink cross up above the blue again. We ripped up here to a new high at this point, but then we ultimately crossed down at this point in May of 2017. We saw the blue now get above the pink, which means when blue gets above the pink, and especially with an intersection at the middle line, we flip into bearish market structure. And that's exactly what we saw. And if you were around in crypto in 2017, that was a massive crypto bull market when the dollar went into that macro bear market structure with that blue crossing above the pink at the middle line. But then it all came to an end in 2018 when we had the pink come up here at the middle line, cross up through the blue, and we had the dollar go into this uptrend. And then June of 2020, we had the opposite happen. We had the blue cross above the pink, and then we saw that the dollar May 2020 crash down. We saw Bitcoin bottom at around like 3,500. And then from May of 2020 all the way until we flashed this buy now signal in June of 2021 with the Stargate signals, then we had the blue crossing down and the pink crossing up again, meaning that the dollar was flipping from bearish market structure to bullish market structure. That's when the crypto markets topped back there at like late 2021. And then we had the sell warning and the sell now come in October, November of 2022. The dollar entered this downtrend. We had the pink cross below the blue, and the blue is now on top still. And we had the sell now from the Stargate signals. And ever since November 2022, we just gone up in crypto, but we're staring at a moment where the blue is coming down and the pink is looking like it's getting ready to cross up. And if we actually go to a 2-week chart, we're very close right now as we speak. Like they're at the middle line getting ready to kiss. And even back here, it was December of 2022, actually November right here, sell now signal. And then we had the blue and the pink cross at that time as well too. Dollar went into the downtrend, cryptos popped up, but now we could be seeing an opposite where the dollar is heading into an uptrend and cryptos could go into a more substantial downtrend or a relief here, just go sideways, be boring still. But this doesn't mean this is absolutely going to happen. This just means that we're at a critical time point and a critical level for the dollar that if we're going to see it go lower, we want to see it get rejected around this point where we're at around 105, maybe a little pop up to like 106, 107 with an immediate rejection back down to have the dollar meltdown continue and the crypto market melt up accelerate again. So where we're at right now is that key level, and it's time to pay attention for the dollar, and especially on this macro time frame, because the tides could be turning. But that's why we're going to watch it close. So get into the Discord, links in the bio, come join it. We're covering all this in real time, keeping people updated in real time with any kind of new stuff that happens in the charts, because charts are changing 24/7. I could make this video in a couple hours, things could change. Something could happen. So definitely join the Discord, link is in the bio to get immediate real-time updates. So that was the dollar. We're looking at those levels for Bitcoin, but let's go to the bond yields, because I found something and tell me if I'm crazy or not, but I have this fractal pattern, and I grabbed it from this right here, 2016 to like 2019, this, and all I did was this. I'm going to get rid of what I had here. So with the bond yields, the fractal that I discovered here, it looks a little different, and these are never going to match up perfectly. They morph. Sometimes they're more vertical, sometimes they're more stretch out, sometimes, but really like I'm taking 2016 to 2009 and I'm dragging it over here, and all I'm doing is just stretching it vertical and pulling it out, and literally it's lining up to a T as far as this right here. So notice how it's similar movements of we had a sharp move down, and then we kind of consolidate up like that, and then we have a pop up, and then we go down like that, then we go down like that, then we pop up, back down like that, pop up, back down, then we pop up, we go sideways like that, we break out higher, we have our one top, two top, and then we have like our trend line like that. And then we have our last kind of hurrah here with a little higher high. And then we roll over and go like that. I'm seeing that as far as this is playing out pretty much to a T, and with the time points as well. And this is saying, like after this last little high here, a little kind of around like late September, we should start to see this pull down, per the fractal. But, sometimes it's a little bit off, but what I'm seeing it, stretching this out and making it fit, these movements are similar, so let me know in the comments if you're seeing what I'm seeing here. But I just noticed that real quick before recording. I was like, it kind of looks the same. This, I was comparing to this, but more stretched out, and I copied the whole thing and stretched it out, and it lined up. You let me know in the comments if you're seeing what I'm seeing there. But yeah, so I noticed that with the bond yields, and then going to the kind of momentum in the bond yields on the 2-week chart, we're starting to cross up though, but we're way down here and we're making a higher high. So we do have some potential bearish divergence forming. It's not confirmed yet, but this is what I'm watching. And then if we go to the monthly chart, we already flashed a sell now. I believe, yeah, we flashed a sell now back here. All we're waiting for is just this momentum here to roll back over. And this is where we would see at a point like this, where it looks like we're going to cross up. We don't have as much buying pressure here, and then we roll back over. So this is for the bond yields. So what I think is bond yields are going to pull down. Maybe there's one last scare up, dollar as well too, unless we're repeating back here in 2016, where we have one little last pop up. We do have the void color lines blue, just like back here was blue. So that's one thing that's on the radar. But as far as like where we're at for the dollar, we want to see a rejection. Where we're at for the bond yields, we want to pull down. Where we're at for the stock market, we want to hold that 14,600 level up here, and then press up past this all-time high. Because then if all those three things happen with the market drivers, then the total crypto market cap can pop up. And then looking at the stock market, and we covered this on the channel back early 2023, and we covered all these lows here as well too, was the 3-week buy now signal. 3-week buy now signal flashed the period of March 6th to like all of March, basically the 3 weeks in March. That was during that banking crisis. And then they flooded money, I think, into the market, or bailed the banks out. And we had that buy now signal come in. We broke the trend, and we've been going up since. And we had that same buy now signal back here in May of 2009 after the great financial crisis crash. Had the buy now. We got above that 21 moving average, just like back here, just like over here. And we were done. And then it was up only for over a decade. We just did the same thing. So what I'm seeing here is more momentum in the stock market to the upside, but we need to hold that critical like 14,500 level. We definitely don't want to see us come back down. We could come back down, but then the odds, something potential like black swan or an event that could cause it to break key levels could happen. So I'd like to see it hold and just show that bullish momentum and hold this trend line like that, which it has been holding ever since like the start of this year. And we found a bounce right off it over here. And, we want to see us get back above these highs here around 15,800. And then if we go back to the dollar, I want to go to a lower time frame here and see how we're looking on that 4-hour chart. We do have the momentum curling over. We don't want to see a big spike come in. This would be the moment where we see the dollar have another big spike, because we'd see some dark green just piling here real quick. But we could be at the tail end phase where it's trying to get above that 105. It can't, and then it crosses down. So today and tomorrow is going to be critical for how September is going to play out. So that was the bond yields, the dollar, the stock market. Now, if we look at the total crypto market cap, we're on the 6-week chart, and this candle is like a month and a half candle, and we closed this candle in 3 days. We want to see us get above the 786, have the body close above, because the past bodies have the past 3 months. And it was a critical level of wicks as well too. So that's around 1.025 trillion, 1.03 trillion, really to close that body of the candle above. And like if we break below 1 trillion, and it doesn't look the best. We could break below very quickly, but I'd want to see an immediate comeback up. Also, we have like a little trend line like this as well too that we're holding, like where we've had the bodies hold, we got back above, had the bodies hold. So that's what I'm watching as well too. But really where we're at is a critical level, and where we're at across the board for all these asset classes are at critical levels. And then if we look at the total three, the altcoin market cap, we're on the 6-week chart as well too. And really like we need to get above 380 billion. That's going to be that level for the altcoins. If we can get above 380 billion, we're going to go up to $500 billion. And then the altcoin season is happening at that point. We can come up here and break above 786 at the same time as seeing Bitcoin down, the altcoin season pulse chart, seeing us break down from this trend line like that, which we've been riding up since June of 2021, the last bull market, or the ending of the last bull market. Support. We want to see us get rejected where we're at. Definitely. It's definitely a critical point because we saw a lot of rejections back here, 2019, 2020. 2020. We had an overshoot in 2021. This could have been our little overshoot right here. It kind of looks similar with those candles, but we want to see us really pull down and come back down below 78% for the altcoin season pulse chart. And we do have the momentum. We go to like a 3-week chart, it's starting to curl over. We go to a 2-week chart. We're coming down here. We're having some red come in. This is the first time since November of 2021 where we saw red in the MACD. So we're getting super close, but it's always like the most confusing or not as clear right when it, is about to become super clear. So yeah, this is the period of the market where it's in a lull. It's trying, like people are saying, we're going to break down substantially lower. People are saying we're going to break up substantially higher. And, it's just going sideways and kind of shaking people out through doing nothing. But I'm seeing across the board with all the market drivers and looking at the charts right now, we're at a critical time point and key levels for all these things to align. Now looking at Bitcoin, we really need to hold that level of 25,350, and we need to get above 26,000. This on a lower time frame, but going out to a higher time frame, I could definitely see a scenario because we really don't bottom out until we see like a little kind of breakdown to a break back up. Like this was a little breakdown to a rip back up. This was a bigger breakdown to a rip back up. So like really we don't see our bottoms come in until that little like bing, and then we pop up like that. So I am gonna expect that scenario, but as long as we're still maintaining above 25,350, we're in the clear. But I would expect us come down, maybe break below 24.8, like just a little bit down to then rip us back up. That's what I'm seeing there. And then like really looking at like the 3-day chart, looking at that TSI, it's totally reset itself. So like looking at the level we're at with the TSI, like we're equivalent to back here in like November of 2022 with the TSI. And we're now in September of 2023. Back in November 2022, we're at like 16K. Now we're at 25. So we reset the TSI a lot. We had some buy signals flash here. And then if we throw on the Stargate signals, we have a 3-day prepare to buy soon. We have a 2-day prepare to buy soon. We have 1-day prepare to buy soon and a buy now that already flashes the 2-day. We look at the 1-day. We already have the 1-day prepare to buy soon and buy now flash back here. And then we had the 12-hour prepare to buy soon and buy now flash back here. And we had another 12-hour prepare to buy soon flash. Really what I'm looking for is that recent 12-hour prepare to buy soon, that buy now to come in and flash for us to be out of the woods. Until then, there's that possibility of a breakdown to break back up scenario. Also, one thing I wanted to cover was the total crypto market cap on the 4-day chart is flashing a prepare to buy soon signal as we speak. Last time we flashed that was December of 2022. When we got that buy now signal, that's when we started going up. So once we see on the total crypto market cap a 4-day buy now signal, that's going to be the telltale sign to me that we bottom. But until then, the direction has been down. So we got to be wary of another move lower. Then if we look at, actually, we're going to save XRP, XLM, HBAR for another video, but really the key level for XRP, 49 cents in the next 3 days. We got to hold the body of the candles above that. This is a 6-week chart, but I'm going to cover this more in depth in a separate video specifically on XRP, XLM, and HBAR. So definitely come into the Discord, link is in the bio, and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll release that video later today on XRP, XLM, HBAR. But definitely, it all matters about the key drivers. The drivers are what's going to have the altcoins do what they're going to do. So that's why we're covering this. But in a separate video, I will cover the altcoins. But depending on what these drivers do, you can guess what the direction of the altcoins, whatever altcoin it is, XRP, XLM, HBAR, any altcoin, you can start to gauge what those altcoins are going to do based off the market drivers. So link is in the bio. Come join it. Also, for the Stargate VIP on the group session last night, had a blast. We set up the Stargate bot now. It's officially live. So let me know in the Discord for the Stargate VIPs if that's been firing off any buys or sells. And then if you're not a Stargate VIP, you want to get kitted up and suited up with the Stargate freshly new launch bots, join the Discord, link is in the bio. Hit me up, Rob at Stargate, send me a firm request and ask how you can get kitted up. So I will see you guys in the Discord and in the next video.